You're watching Drakewing Gaming. Enjoy the video.
Hey guys and gals, Never here from Drakewing Gaming. It's something on Twitter, the Gaming Dragon. Did I? I did not finish his path, did I? I wasn't even really sure he had much of a path. I guess I've done all the. That means I guess I've done all the good content I can do for him. So I guess he had a little part in the story. So I guess he's going to die either way, is he not? Okay, well, that might be my answer right there. If he shows up on the screen, that might be indicative of I have experienced the majority of his content. Anyway, let's go ahead and jump right back in, shall we? I'll do the Patreon stuff at the end of the video. Anyway, alarm chain, you are up, and let's go. All right. Where should I go? Adine, I don't think Adine's at the grocery store. We'll see. I entered the store and the sound of a bell alerting the staff to my arrival. Seeing the patrons browsing the shelves nearly stocked with wares of all kinds evoked some feelings of nostalgia and normalcy in me. This must be the store Rez has been shopping at. Who's he talking to? Hey, I think I've seen her before. I'm sorry, but this prescription has expired. I can't fill it like this. You'll need to tell your parents to visit the doctor so he can write you a new one. Oh. She turned around, nearly running into me when she suddenly bolted toward the door. Hello, Keegan. How can I help you? You know who I am? How could I not? Everyone knows about you. Anyway, how can I help you? Who's that? You mean the girl? That's Vera. She comes here occasionally to pick up her mother's prescription. Of course I do. It's only been a few days since he was last here. This will sound a little unusual, but can you tell me what he bought? Are you just talking about last time or every time he came here? Both, I suppose. He came here more than once. He's been visiting pretty regularly now that I think about it. Interesting. I can look up his purchases if you'd like. That'd be really helpful. Shouldn't be too hard. Just give me a second. I watched him carefully navigate the register's buttons, soon followed by the sound of the attached printer. Here you go, receipts from all his purchases. Well, that was easy. Since our government takes care of all his purchases, they're filed separately. It was simple to pull them up. Looks like he bought mostly food and snacks, sometimes magazines, but why was he buying lemons every single time? I can't say that I didn't notice, but I figured it was just a human thing. Strange. In any case, that was more information than I expected. You have my thanks. You're welcome. Just browsing for now. Let me know if you need anything. What am I even looking for? Look at the bread selection. They have surprisingly big selection. Since when do dragons eat bread anyway? I guess at least I'm covered in that case. I guess I won't eat melon bread. Hey, you! Oh, must she have a box on her head? Are you talking to me? Yes, what do you say, melon or lemon bread? I mean, the only difference between the two is like one letter, so how am I supposed to choose? I don't think that's how it works. Why don't you just go with the one you think you like more? That's a good idea. Why didn't I think of that? Second deal. Coffee time. Was that a cardboard box on her head? Look at the produce. Who would have thought that dragons are big on produce? I don't even recognize some of these. Look at the meat. Meat, of course. Lots and lots of meat. Fresh meat, smoked meat, cured meat, dried meat, prepackaged meat, prepared meat, ready-to-eat meat, meat snacks, burgers, kebabs, nuggets, whole hams, bacon, meatloaf, sausages. And that's not even all of it. Needless to say, they have that area covered. Look at the health aisle. Everything from food supplements to skincare and even birth control. The variance in product sizes is astounding, especially when talking about the birth control. I think these ones could fit on my arm. Go back. Enough browsing. I should go back to what I came here for. Leave! Okay, I suppose that's all I can do here. The afternoon sun hung low in the sky, and I decided it was time to report my findings to the police. A brief call to the department, I was on my way to the appointment. Looks like you've seen this before. Skip to the next character, skip to the character selection? No, don't skip ahead. As you wish. I'm not sure how my findings will help, but at least I have something. Look who we have here. I turned around to see Maverick. His intense gaze confirmed that there was no one else his words could have been directed at. Even with the civilians passing by in the background, I suddenly felt very alone. What do you want from me? Answers. Just tell me one thing. Why? What is your goal in all this? Why even come here? No, that won't do. That's simply not true. You know it and I know it. I just don't get why you can't be honest with me. Okay, let's do this. What would I not understand? I just don't get why you can't be honest with me, even when no one else is listening. You know I can't touch you. If I did, it would be over for me, at least as long as I don't have any proof. In the end, what difference does it make if I know? No one's gonna believe me anyway. You wish to kill me too, like Reza? I would never do such a thing. Is that so? Tell me, why would an ambassador need such a dangerous tool in the first place? I know you claim not to have one of these things Reza injured me with, and you didn't have any when they searched you, but I guess it's way too late for safety precautions at this point. You could have hidden one anywhere. It damn hurt, you know. But even worse than that was getting thrown aside by Bryce. I trust him, but after what happened, he doesn't trust me anymore. Now there's only you, the mythical, the special, the new. How much I wish I could make him see what I see. I could have saved the world with what I did that day, and it still wouldn't matter when no one believes me, just because I don't have any proof. But I won't stop until I find some. And when I do, I'm gonna be a damn hero. And with that, he was gone. On the way to the police station, Maverick's words kept finding their way back into my mind. I couldn't decide how to feel about them. I wasn't even sure if it was worth mentioning to the police, since all he did was make vague accusations. It wasn't anything substantial enough to be considered a threat. However, his actions were growing more calculated, and he seemed very sure of himself. I wondered about what this could amount to, but that wasn't the problem at hand. Hey, Keegan! Hey, Sebastian. I thought I'd meet you at the front desk. What are we doing in Bryce's office? He does have a nice office, doesn't he? And the chairs are comfy. Is that the only reason we're in here? The dragon gave a brief chuckle. Let's just say that any information pertaining to this case is important enough to warrant some privacy. I see. Will Bryce be here anytime soon? I don't think so. He's still outside looking for Reza. He's not the kind of person who gives up easily. Can't we help? There's only so much we can do. I was out searching too until I came to meet you. At this rate, it doesn't look like we'll find him today. He could be anywhere, long gone, beyond our reach. What do you think? I don't think he's going anywhere. He can't flee to another place. No matter where he goes, he'd be recognized immediately. In the end, his only way out is the same way he got in, the portal. And he can't use that without someone noticing. Very astute observation. I wonder what will happen to our trade agreement now, considering Reza's still missing, the murders, and the stolen generator. If Reza really is the murderer, then don't do that. What? Worry. You don't know what's at stake here. People are dead, Keegan. Do you think I not know that? Reza may be our prime suspect, but he's also a missing person. For all we know, he could be a victim. Maybe someone is making him do this. My point is, we don't know the facts yet. What we need to do is find him and find the murderer. We'll find Reza and go from there. We'll figure it out. Thanks, Sebastian. Anyway, you said you had some information for us, so what did you find? The bandage you found is something, alright. Of course, it could be anyone's, but why would someone discard theirs in a place like that? It seems suspicious to me, and it's certainly worth checking out. I'll make sure it gets to the right place. The receipts you got are interesting. There might be something more to them, or it could just be a useless record of his eating habits. You never know what you might find out about a person, their habits, or their plans this way. Well done, Keegan. That gives us some solid points from which we can continue our investigation. In any case, thanks for your help. We really do appreciate it. You're welcome. That should be all that... Excuse me. Since Bryce still hasn't come back, I assume the search is still going on. And I better get out there and help him. I guess it's going to be a long day. Can you find your way back to your apartment? Of course. Alright, I'll see you later. Good luck. Finally, some free time. Whatever am I going to do? Looks like there's some messages on the answering machine. Let's see. Please leave a message after the beep. Gotcha! You thought that was your answering machine, but it was me, Adine. I know we talked about me coming over again, but I thought, why not mix it up and you come to me instead? I mean, it's not like I can use your excuse to pretend to order something from you. After all, you don't even have anything to sell or deliver. Unless... Well, I don't think you're that kind of person. Oh, I do hope this is the right number. Someone is going to be very confused. Well, she did get the right number, and I'm still confused. Yeah, girl, gonna see Adine, man. Should be the right address. This is where the murder took place. I'm coming. Well, you will be. Oh, it's you. I was expecting someone else. You're a little early. Yeah, I didn't know how long it would take me to get here, but better early than late, right? Aww. Cute little dragon. And who might that be? This is Aimee. She's one of the kids I work with. Aww. Hello, Aimee. Say hi, Aimee. Hello. I just have to bring her back to the orphanage real quick. Feel free to make yourself at home in the meantime, okay? Sure. You met Aimee. Cool. That's a nice looking room. So, is this where you live? So this is where you live, Adine. Small but cozy. I'm back! That was quick. And being able to fly does have its perks, you know. Wait, you flew her back? Well, I am a delivery flyer. She doesn't get scared or anything? Not at all. She's such a brave little girl. So, what exactly is it that you do at the orphanage? I'm a volunteer. I help them out with whatever they need, and sometimes take care of the kids. They only have so many social workers. The ratio is about one social worker for every 10 children. So it's good for the kids to spend some time one-on-one with someone they know. I guess you could almost call it babysitting, but for the kids, we basically become foster parents. As the older they get, the less likely they are to be adopted, so she might be too old to be considered soon. I'd adopt her if I could. I'm afraid it's just not that easy, and the actual numbers of adoptions aren't very promising either. Coffee time. Alright. Last minute or so, let's do it. I'm worried about what will happen to her if she doesn't find a family. We will still take care of her, of course, but it's not quite the same as having parents. I'd adopt her myself, but I don't think I could care for her properly. Not as a single parent with my packed work schedule. Well, it seems like you need a daddy in your life. I still volunteer as often as I can, because if I don't, who will? Someone needs to be there for those kids. I was probably volunteering if you didn't. Thanks, but for me, it's not about being nice. I almost feel obligated to help, you know? Anyway, let's talk about something less depressing. Like what? Let me think. Oh, I just remembered that someone died here recently. What the fuck? Something less depressing? Here, in your apartment? No, not here, silly. It was close, though. Barely a block from here. Right, the murder of the maintenance guy. I remember that. Wait, it was a murder? I didn't know that. I thought it was an accident or something. That's terrible. Sorry for mentioning it. Finding the first victim was already bad enough for me, and now I have to hear there was another murder in town? I wish I could get some good news for once. Alright, I'm going to pause it right there. Thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell, and check out our Patreon if you can. It always helps. Before I go, I'm going to give a quick shout out to our lovely bronze tier patrons. Thank you all for all you do for the channel. We greatly appreciate your support. Thank you to our silver tier patron, Cade Silverman. Thank you for going a bit above and beyond. It's greatly appreciated. Anyway, if y'all want to get your names in the credits, get access to all of our not safe for work contents as little as $5 already. I love you all. I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye-bye!